Steve, I am going live right now with you guys on my YouTube channel. I had a little bit of difficulty today, basically going on my friend's. This is all new to me, so I had a little bit of difficulty going with her on that live channel. So I am going to go live now. This way we can make sure I'm not on my YouTube channel. I had a little bit of difficulty today, basically going on my. Okay, here we go. I had to mute myself there because I don't know. This is my first time doing all this. So let's go back again and recap everything I did earlier. I'm going to basically bring it down, and we are doing the release and restore, but we're working with trigger points with therapy. So again, my is my first time experiencing, so please, I apologize to the group that, and you'll have this link into the actual event. So for my apologies for those that didn't receive it. But here we go again. We're going to redo this again and make sure that this happens and you guys can see this. Okay, these are my trigger point release therapy calls, and I said that we would work on it today. So again, you guys do get a discount of 15% off for those that for the holiday special, and the beautiful thing is that you get a bonus canvas bag as well with free shipping. So in this holiday, give the gift of wellness and the best gift for yourself as well. So for those that are great stuff, these are great stocking stuffers for those that are very active and want to release any tension, tightness, old injuries, where you sit for long periods of time. These are amazing for that. You're releasing my fascia tension. I am a yogi who has basically mashed so many different holistic techniques, and these are one of my favorite ones because not only has it helped me throughout my lifetime, but it has helped me also from a prior injury I had a year ago from a car accident, and they helped me reset and realign a lot. So I'm back again to my old self. I have a couple little tweaks here and there, but for the most part, I've not allowed myself to kind of reset. I'm really almost at a pain free place and getting right back. So yes, a lot of people will suffer over time, or you find yourself dependent on having um, these doctors take care of you. But sometimes our routine, our habits can be also detrimental and give us, a setback into our wellness. This having this opportunity where I also link these particular therapy session at home with YouTube videos that have I've linked them into where each one is color coded so you're not confused which one's which. These are my large ones, the blue ones are the medium, and the purple ones are the small ones. Each one's set for a particular area in the body, allowing you to relieve tension and find maximum flexibility and agility over time. Right away, actually, for some of them, you will experience great release and um, find yourself restoring quickly. So let's get to it. I am going to basically bring this into a much shorter because of what happened. I thought I was recording, but it turned out it didn't let me record. How? Let's get out of that. Let's go right into our call. And I'm going to bring also another thing I love working with is these foam rollers. I'm going to start with this. If you have a foam roller at home, and if you don't, I suggest you get a 36. This is a great one, especially for those that have sit for long periods of time, wake up in the morning super tight. This is great. If you're in the gym a lot and you work out and you're still tight, you guys are really big on these foam rollers, but get a 36. I'm going to show you why. And for anyone that has a mild scoliosis, I have a mild one, but you wouldn't know. The only way you would know is if I'm out of commission or not being able to do anything, then you can see it in my spine. But for the most part, this has been a regimen of mine for a long time. Okay, it's a very easy yet and effective way of getting your spine right out of decompression. Any problems, people that have rounded shoulders, excellent as well. So I'm going to get right to it. A 36. And what you do, if you're taller than me, I'm 5'6.5", So if you are considered someone that's 5'7", 5'8", 5'9", 6 feet, then I suggest definitely 36, but sit at the base of the foam roller, like I am. And for those that are 6 feet tall, if you happen to have a long torso, then put a block like this, the end, so your head can be on it, okay? Because it flushes well with the block. So that's only for those tall. I'm not that tall. I perfectly fit on the foam roller, and I don't need a block. So we're gonna take our hands. You're gonna see that there's a little gap right there. I'm gonna push my belly button down, thrusting my pelvis up, engaging in my glutes, and also I have my arms now in T formation, not higher than my shoulder, but shoulder level. Palms will be on the floor. And what this does here, as I engage here for a good 7 minutes, I am going to keep that entire lower back completely pressing down as my upper back is being engaged, the shoulder area in this position. Our feet are going to be parallel, not out to the side, but parallel, so you can really feel the stretch taking place as well in this to the psoas and into the quadriceps. You will also feel it on the knees for those that have any slight deviation. Will feel it on the knees. If you don't worry about it. If this is something you don't feel much, you then, or don't feel at all, hold it for 5 minutes. No less than that. But 7 minutes is my recommendation for everyone because the body will be effectively releasing much faster and sooner. 7 minutes is my minimum. But for those that don't are doing this every day or are in a good place, 5 minutes is good. And we breathe here deeply, and we exhale, and you're gonna find yourself at 5 to 7 minutes. Time yourself on the phone. Just focus just on breathing, so your mind is not focused on anything else. Adjust the breath. Stay here calm, but do not disengage on that lower back. Make sure that you are pressing your belly button down into your phone roller. So make sure that this is always engaged. Try not to roll back and forth. Just stay here. Allow yourself to be in stillness. Okay? And I'm going to speed this up a little bit because we did spend too much time in the last video that I thought I recorded, but it didn't. So let's assume this was, you have to pause it, and give yourself 7 minutes of that. Okay? This is a very good one to do. Once you're done, be sad. You can lie down on the floor and find yourself really allowing your spine to be flat, allows you to really see where you held tension, and it just brings it back into place. So we're going to bring the knees back into our chest, and we're going to roll back up. Let's take the orange ones. So you're going to place them in the back, and we're going to now take the hands on our shoulders, and you're going to roll them up and down the spine. Okay, so we are horizontally, and you're rolling them up and down the spine. You may do this for some time. Don't need to spend too much time because they will loosen up over time. And I use these for the larger muscles in the body. Okay, so we're gonna now use them vertical along the hips, side to side. So here I bring one at the top part of the glute and the other one at the lower part of our back, which is our psoas. We're going to roll them back and forth from the right glute a few times with our knees always bent. But this one's to the ground, bent in this formation. Do not extend the leg because you're really taking it. You're not doing anything that way. This way is where you're going to get maximum benefit. We're going to hold it like this. Then we're going to roll it to the left side. Do the same thing. Scoop yourself a few times, and you might find that one side is tighter than the other. So go ahead and allow yourself to release that. When you're done, slide them down the glute. Now the whole entire set is on the glute, releasing any tightness. And you may do this a few times, holding it, slide it to the other side, do the same thing, but always bend the knee to get maximum effect. Once you're done there, you're going to find yourself loose, much looser. Take the right leg in, followed by the left, and we're going to see our knees drop a lot. What happens over time is that our hips are super tight. You do a lot of squatting. You're in the gym a lot and you squat or you run a lot. Your hips get tight, okay? And sometimes they pull into the knee. So what happens is the first thing I want you to work on is using this. We take one out and I place it, extending the leg on the bottom, place it underneath, right into that hip joint. We just sit there, breathe into it. I can actually get you to go up and down and do a few things, but you're not going to feel it really. It's going to be intense on you. So I would suggest that you take your time with it. Breathe and try to relax the muscle on the glute. Try to release that muscle. Stay here for 5 to 8 breaths and then let it go or move it to another direction if you feel you need to. Okay? Do the same for the other side and then we work into the psoas. I always use a block. So I have a lot of little tools to allow my body to open up. And this is something I like to do before my yoga. I roll this into my psoas. Here's my hip. These bony parts right here, I take this ball inside the bone, place that ball on top of a block, and I can keep my legs straight and just relax here, or I can take the leg out to the side to go a little deeper, but you may feel it super tight and just relax there, and that's it, and you move it up bit by bit. Coming into now our shoulders. Have you seen yourself in the mirrors? If your shoulders are up here, the large one would be beneficial for beginners at the beginning. You can always move into the blue ones later. I would take them, large one, place it right there at the top of the shoulder, push the pelvis up into that pose and allow yourself to feel that stretch, pushing the ball into the shoulder allows you to release that, breathing in a few times. And when you do, look in the mirror. And what happens is that you're going to see the shoulder much more relaxed. I'm going to do the other side just to make sure I cover both sides. You don't want to just do one. And then release that tension and breathe into it. So for those that are carrying, the ladies that do hold on heavy bags on one side of the shoulder, you'll find that one shoulder is higher than the other. This is an excellent thing to do to realign the body. Right back. All right. The blue ones. The ones play a really good role in going into a deeper stretch. And as I said in my video that did not record, they are excellent. All 3 balls can be set for someone that is my height, my size, give or take, that are 5'6", 5'7". These are excellent balls for all 3 in this kind of shape. But if you are a much taller person, much bigger, you're going to find that the larger ones, the blue and the orange ones, are much suited for you, especially football players, linebackers. You guys are going to do well with the orange ones and the blue ones. And these will come in handy more for the little things like your mandibular, if you want to release any tightness or adjust anything, because like in myself, I had an accident a long time ago where it affected my mandibular, so it went out of alignment. And with the recent accident I had last year, it locked up. It shifted out. So I tend to bring it back by putting the ball here. Again, I have videos for that too. So I was flying home, coming back home, and unfortunately the pressure shifted my jaw to where it locked up, and it was so painful that I had no choice but to go into adjusting my jaw. And then as soon as I landed and I got home, I pulled one of these out and reset as much as I could before I can go see my chiropractor and have him fully adjust whatever remained unadjusted by my end. But knowing these little self-care tips can help you and come a long way when you don't have the chance. In that case, I was flying home. You don't have an ability to go to a chiropractor to get adjusted, so you have to learn these little tips are going to help you in situations like that. So I have a lot of those tips on my YouTube channel, and when you purchase these balls, I have a playlist for that you'll know by color code, and it's dumbed down, short 5-minute videos. Again, this one's just to introduce you to them and understand that I like using this with yoga, and I can always combine them. So once you get used to doing these as a maintenance format, you get to find out how you can integrate other yoga poses. Okay, so this one I like to use into my shoulders a lot, along with the purple ones, which are smaller, and release a lot of the tension that's going on in that area. So I place it, but our bodies are going to always be set in this position when you're working on your back, and you can mobilize that arm in different directions so you can free up your shoulders or your traps if there's any tension going on whatsoever in any area of your shoulder. All right, so for the ones that if you want to work the front, then you flip on your stomach and you roll them in that direction to release the pectoral muscle, the deltoid. You can use them against the wall too. So there's many different ways of using these magical myofascial releasers. I really love them. They've been with me since 2012. I started with the small ones. When I started working with professional athletes, it's where I had to learn to create ones for them. And now I have them all set for all different bodies, different types, and they're also in different densities. These are much easier for beginners in general, and they get a little bit denser as they get smaller. But it's a very good tool to have for the holidays, to give it a gift of giving to your, athlete, or if you just give a gift of giving to yourself for wellness. A holistic wealth is the best way and best gift for anyone. Can't lose with that as well. And they come in a beautiful pouch. And I want to bring you guys into a before we wrap this up, I really truly apologize. I will create a beautiful video for you guys. For those that are part of the wellness, women's wellness, I will create a video just for you guys on that link and send you a holiday special under my deepest apology for the whatever happened today. And I know we're going in retrograde, and it's been a lot of going on with the computer, so I'm still trying to get myself advocated. So I want to really be very grateful for you guys joining me today, and I hope I will set a link below on this video for those that are watching me on my channel, on my YouTube, so you can have this beautiful holiday package that comes in this amazing little canvas for a limited time right now, and free shipping. You get all 3 balls in a simple, easy to carry tote. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas, a wonderful New Year, opening it up completely in light, love, and peace. Until next time, namaste. I'm Kamala Ingrid. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.